woke up at like noonish, but it was because I was like, I don't know, my sleep has been so weird. I had like a nightmare in the middle of the night and like woke up in a full like panic attack mode and I don't know. Life be like that occasionally. Decided not go out. Oh no. I mean, I understood like why you didn't want to go out. I know I love my playlist too, but I can't risk being DMC hate. So unfortunately, you guys can't use me as like your music search function until I get back to Canada. I know, I like my music a lot too. I feel like I always somehow find really interesting music to listen to, and then I always forget to save my own music, and then, anyways, it's fine. It's fine. Most of the time, I don't even know what music it is that I'm usually listening to, so that's totally okay. Um, okay, wait, give me one moment. This is weird. Okay, so at least the audio sounds good. I'm just like pulling it up on my side, on the side here. Sorry, my head is like scuffed. Okay, there we go. All right, you're getting custom soundtrack today? Indeed you are. I just have like Adele's playlist playing on in the background. I'm trying to like figure out how to not have this connected. This is really weird. This is really strange. Huh? Okay. Okay, so who actually watched the games live today? Did any of you guys actually watch it live today? World Championship should have a surprise round where they have to play hopscotch. I agree. You know what else they should have? They should also have it be a Squid Games format. I would watch that a lot more. You seen a few segments on Hikaru's stream? Alright, that's not bad. That's pretty good. You missed a sad face? Well, that's why we're here to do a game review. You had it on in the background? Yeah. I feel like it's pretty hard for most people in the world to like wake up at you know, 3 in the morning, or like most people from North America waking up like 3 or like 7 in the morning to try to watch it. And I'm not, I no, just no. I play League of Legends and I play poker competitively. So I did hear that it's a Spanish. We're going to be looking at the game together. I haven't looked at it yet, so obviously this is going to be like an open discussion kind of thing, and I'm just going to run through my thought process for how I actually analyze, I guess, games right off the bat. And it's also gonna go on YouTube later. So appreciate you guys for being here. You got up at 4 to watch. You're crazy. You woke up for the last hour? That's good. That's good. Alright, so okay, e4, e5, knight f3, knight to c6, bishop to b5, a6, bishop a4, knight to f6, castle. We all know that this is my favorite opening, the Spanish, and I'm really happy they also didn't go into Berlin, so we're actually going to get like a proper Spanish, you know? A proper Spanish. Bishop e7, rook to e1. Thank you so much, Archer, for the tier 3. Thank you. Welcome back to your 16th month. Thank you. Really appreciate it. So rook e1, b5, bishop b3. You've seen me play this a million times on stream. Castle, h3, knight to a5. So knight to a5 is usually not played before playing d6. The most common move is obviously d6, followed by like bishop to b7, or then followed by then knight to a5 or something like that. So d6 is generally played just because, right? You have a center pawn that's actually not protected. So if you play knight to a5, you're now taking away a defender from the e5 pawn. So are you able to take this pawn? Well, Nepo thinks he is able to take it, plays knight takes e5, after knight takes b3, a takes b3, bishop to b7, d3. White is up a pawn, but there are a lot of positions in the Spanish where black actually sacrifices a pawn for compensation, and one of them is presumably this variation, which I have actually never, ever seen before. I agree, the Spanish / Lopez is very hard. There's so many different variations. Like, I have actually never even seen, like, anytime somebody has played knight a5 against me in blitz or bullet or whatever, I just assume it was like a blunder, because I'm like, there's no way you're giving up a pawn that's not the marshal, but apparently this is also a line. Who would have guessed? Thanks, Ordinal, appreciate it. Thank you. So d5, e takes d5, queen takes d5, casually threaten checkmating 1. We don't miss that as Nepo plays queen f3, trying to stuff off the queens. Obviously, if you're getting attacked, then you want to get rid of your opponent's strongest pieces. So after queen f3, bishop to d6, king to f1, rook f to b8. I'm assuming this is just to like defend the bishop in order to like move your queen away next move, and this will be like a pretty strong discover attack. So this makes white, like this forces white to play something like queen takes d5, something a little bit more committal. Oh, did they call it a novelty? That's cool. I have never seen this before, but once again, it's like the marshal, right? It's like giving up this pawn in the Spanish is not always the worst thing, because for black, it means you get pair bishops, it means you get like more of an attack, it means you get a little bit of initiative and everything like that. So thank you so much, Ellie, for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 11th month. Thank you. Thank you. So knight takes d5, bishop to d2, c5, knight to f3, rook to d8, knight to c3, knight to b4. Once again, just attacking the weak pawn here. So rook e to c1. They call it h3 the anti-martial. Is an a4 anti-martial? I'm not entirely sure, but h3 is the anti-martial because it takes away like the g4 square from black if you play h3 before playing c3. So it might be that. I'm not sure exactly on the differences in all these Spanish lines. They all kind of look the same to me. Don't tell anybody that I said that. Rook a to c8, knight to e2, knight to c6, bishop e3. We're just going to go into endgame where white is up a pawn, but probably can't do much with his extra pawn because he does have a double one. So it's actually like barely a pawn majority on the queen side, which means, you know, it's very hard to create a pass pawn. And if it's very hard to create a pass pawn, then it's pretty hard to also win a game. Yeah. Maybe a student, maybe. Honestly, I have no clue. I have zero clue what exactly is the anti-martial and what's not. I mean, who cares what the names of openings are, truly? What if we just all played openings and didn't care and we just did whatever it is that we want to do? How does that sound to everybody? Just play them, don't worry about the lines, it's all that. Alright, sounds good, Wukong. Bishop f4, bishop takes f3, g takes f3. So now white has a multiple double pawn. So this is especially one of those endgames that's probably going to result in a draw after like a couple of moves. So, click buttons, win world championship, just win. I agree. I like this strategy a lot. So rook to c6, just defending the weak a6 pawn. Rook to e1, knight to f5, c3, knight to h4 incoming. Just once again, just rotating through all the weak pawns that you can possibly attack. So what was really tempting to me personally in this position was g5, because you're kicking away this knight and then you're going to be winning this pawn. But after knight to h5, you don't actually have rook takes d3 because there's rook to e8 checkmate. So yeah, this would also just weaken your king side structure. So maybe it's a good thing that Magnus, well, I mean, Magnus is just a lot stronger than I am, so that's probably why he didn't play a move like g5. Alright, rook to e3, king to f8, knight to g2, trying to get rid of this knight, which is kind of annoying. Knight to f5, rook to e5, g6, defending the knight. We're not taking a pawn and losing a knight, guys. Knight to e1, Nepo is like struggling to defend all of his weaker pawns. Knight to g7, rook to e4, f5, rook to e3, knight to e6, knight to g2, b4, king to e2, rook to b8, king to d2, b takes c3, b takes c3, rook takes b3. Finally getting back his one pawn. King c2, rook b7, and you don't really want to play a move like rook b6 here because rook takes e6, and you have king takes b3. So that's why, even though it can be very tempting to put both of your rooks on this open file and try to control the second rank, which is like, you know, one of the many important things in chess, right? Is to control all these files and control all of these open files and get the second rank. Well, you don't want to do that at the cost of losing a piece. So that's why he has to play rook b7, h4, king f7, rook e to e1, king f6. I agree I would blunder that in blitz for sure. But you have to play really carefully. And this is like a 2-hour plus 30-second per move game or something like that. So knight to e3, rook to d7, knight to c4, rook e7, knight e5, rook d6, knight c4, rook c6, knight e5, rook d6, knight c4, and they just decide to draw the game. So a pretty chill game. Nothing much really happened. It was just kind of like, hey guys, let's play the Spanish. We're gonna go into this novelty line. Nothing extreme really happened. We swapped up all the pieces, went into this completely drawn endgame, and everything more or less looked good. So yes. All right. What if they bet on it? What do you mean? There's plenty of people that bet on chess. One of my friends actually bet on, I believe she bet on Nepo to win. She bet big on Nepo to win. So, how's there a novelty in Spanish even though it's been played for 400 years? I'm sure it's not truly a novelty, like nobody has ever played it before, but it's probably a novelty in the sense that it's the first time that somebody who is like actually qualified to create novelties played a novelty. I think that's what it is. Also, hello Clash. How's it going? What is the mode they play? I think they're playing a best of 14. At what odds did she bet? I'm not entirely sure. I didn't exactly ask her for the details of it. So, yeah, I think it's a best of 14. Hello, Petrode. What's up? How's it going? What is the tiebreak for best of 14? It's last World Championship. It was like a rapid out of 4, but I don't remember at this point. So I really just don't remember. It was such a long time ago. I agree, Mets. Under 1,000 rated players are great at creating novelties. I very much agree. Hello, Dr. Banco. What is up? I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So that is our World Championship review. I'm not entirely sure, like, if I want to go deeper into the opening and see, like, how exactly it works, but do I know personally any of the two? I mean, I've said hi to Nepo and stuff a little bit, but I don't really know them personally. I mean, I've run into like Magnus at like every single world event since I was like 14 probably, but I'm sure he recognizes me, but like we've never talked to each other. Like I like nodded at him and stuff at the World Champ with the the World Cup. Yes, I have played Hand and Brain with Nepo. So I guess like once again, it's like I don't think I should say I'm friends with them, but okay. So, now Pogo. Thanks guys. Thank you for Pogoing me. Nepo is dangerous in short time formats. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the World Championship is gonna go to 1 minute. Unfortunately for Nepo. Can you imagine if the World Championship went to like 1 minute tiebreakers with Armageddon or something like that? That would be insane. That would be really fun. Well, I mean, I think the shortest time control they have for tiebreakers is like 5+2 or something. I don't even know. Bullet over the board would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. There is an Armageddon. Okay, now I'm like actually curious about the format for this. World Championship format. Chess. Wait. Best of 14 classical game format using a time control of 120 minutes for 40 moves. Oh my god, this is painful. I'm sorry. That is so long. Oh my god, that is so long. I am so happy that I am not the one that has to wake up at 7:30 a.m. Eastern to commentate on a 2 hour plus 30-second. Oh wait, there's no increment? Wait, I'm still looking for it. Oh, it's 120 minutes for 40 moves with no increment, followed by 60 minutes for the next 20 moves and 15 minutes for the rest of the game. Oh, wow. Okay, wait. So 120 minutes for 40 moves. That's 2 hours. Followed by an hour. Followed by 15 minutes. So that's 120. That's 4 hours. followed by 2 hours. That's 6 hours. So the longest your game can last is 6.5 hours. But then a 30-second per move increment will be added on move 61. They get increment at move 60, I guess. The match will end after one player has tallied 7.5 points. Why is this so complicated? Why is this like... Why is this so complicated? My god. Why couldn't it have been just like 90 plus 30? Congratulations. This is so confusing. I'm like now pulling out the official handbook to like... This sounds extremely complicated. Oh my god. Where is this? I'm like, sorry, I can't pronounce English. They had the same time control in Magnus versus Anon. I'm pretty sure they didn't have the same time control in 2018, but have I read the FIDE dress code? Yes, I was there when they read out loud the FIDE dress code for us at the World Cup. That was also very amusing. I mean, I don't know. There's some formats in chess that I just don't understand, and I like understood this one after I read it, but it's just like we could have just done 90 plus 30 and gotten roughly the same. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted... Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually know how much it affects your gameplay if you know you don't have increment and stuff like that. The dress code does not actually, I think, allow the wearing of the pineapple shirt. I believe it doesn't. Everything's just so complicated. I assume lots of negotiations. Oh my god, I can't speak English. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. So today we could do our speed run. We can get back to 2,000 and 3,200, 3,100 in tactics. Or let's just do the speed run. It's gonna be a trackpad only speed run today because I don't have a mouse, which is gonna be fine. It's gonna be awesome. I don't have a mouse, but that's okay. We're playing against 1500s. I am sure we don't need a mouse to play against 1500s. I'm sorry. I am like 100% sure that is not actually like... I'm sure it's going to be fine. There is no way this would go badly, right? There's just absolutely no way. Nope, it will go absolutely great. There's just no way this would go badly. A mouse is essential? Hell nah. Hell nah. I don't think I have any losses yet. Let's keep it that way. Wait a second, I gotta log in. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, Mars Moonwalk. 1500s are deadly against... Well, I misclicked because I misclicked the resign button because I didn't realize that I could just resign accidentally. So, yeah, we don't need to talk about